We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning. Not entirely true. Like, yeah, it's always been burning since humanity's been a thing. But yeah, no, welcome back to Sonic Adventure, folks. We are now actually just about to wrap up Amy's storyline. So yeah, first things first, I need to figure out who I need to go and talk to. You guys are pretty nonchalant, yeah, considering the fact that your village is on fire. Wait, hang on, is the village actually on fire, or are these like display pieces? Actually, no, I think these are display pieces. Okay, okay, so yeah, no panic. Yeah, don't panic. Don't panic. Stop panicking. All right. Where am I actually headed then? Yeah, because yeah, typically when I'm in these sort of areas, I'm looking for Takal, aren't I? Boing. Yeah. She can't be too far. She's usually not actually that far away from where you start off in these areas. Actually, hang on a second. This isn't one of those cases where I do actually have to literally go back the way I came right off the bat. Is it? Oh God, yes it is. Yeah, no. Yeah, no, that's a pain in the ass actually. Like, yeah, with yeah, yeah, with Amy's flashback, yeah, you have to literally go back the way you came. Yeah, why they didn't spawn Amy Rose here instead is, yeah, just alien to me.
You're the Chow. Don't be afraid. You're safe with me.
Yeah, those little goobers. But yeah, no, I think, like, yeah, Sonic fans in particular seem to really, really like the Chow, like, to the point where I think in Sonic Adventure 2, one of the most popular aspects of that game is the Chow Garden. And Sega at least very much, at the very least, thought that the Chow would be incredibly popular, because I think you can even, like, if you have a Dreamcast version of the game, and you have that little memory unit, the VMU, I think it was called, you can actually load your Chow into it and use it as, like, a little Tamagotchi. So you could raise them while you had the game turned off. Nifty idea, but not exactly readily available anymore, is it?
Where do you think you're going, Amy?
Amy? Wait!
You can't get away this easily.
Are you sure about that?
Too late, buddy.
I'm not your buddy friend. I'm not your friend guy. I'm not your guy friend. I'm not your friend buddy. That's like one of the few modern day South Park jokes I find legitimately funny.
I don't need you when I've got this. Yama!
At your service, sir.
Dispose of these annoying pests. Give them all you got.
Aye, aye, sir. Will comply.
I've got better things to do.
Stop, Mr. Robot!
I didn't know Amy was a fan of Remy Malek.
Please stop!
Amy? That's one of Eggman's clunkers. Out of my way.
No! He helped me before by letting me escape. This robot is different. You don't need to hurt him, okay?
Amy. Okay, I guess I'll let him go then.
Yay! Oh my god, that's not good. Sonic, what are you doing with your hand?
Carrier's losing altitude.
Do I have to blur that out?
We're fresh out of time. Take Amy and clear out, fast.
What about you?
I'll nail that Eggman. Can't let him escape.
Phrasing.
I knew you would save me, Sonic. You're my hero.
I did not think I'd be making this many sex jokes in, like, yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
It's dangerous here.
Oh, yeah, during this particular cutscene of all things.
More. Free yourself. Come on.
Why are you helping me?
I said we'd be friends, and I'm returning your favor. Even this birdie wants you to be free. Eggman's not the kind of man you should work for. Amy, come on, let's get going. Until we meet again, Mr. Robot, take care of yourself.
Oh, and if anybody asks to cast you in the latest James Bond film, just say no. Yeah, sorry, Rami. You're a great actor and all, but yeah, you were just pure wasted potential in No Time to Die. Here's a good question about Rami Malek's character in that film. Actually, why wasn't he Doctor No? That would have been awesome. That would have been brilliant, and it would have been like thematically. That also would have been like, you know, like sort of thematically satisfying, especially considering the direction that the film goes in. But no, he just plays some guy who just shows up. All right, peace.
I wonder what Sonic is doing. He's always rescuing me, it seems. I should be more independent. You know, you sure surprised me by having a Chaos Emerald with you. No wonder they were after you, my feathered friend. Hey, a pendant! Wow! So I'll help you find your family. Does Eggman have them captive now? I bet he does. So I'll help you find your family. I've come this far. I may as well go all the way. That robot said Dr. Eggman's base is in the Mystic Ruins. So what do you say we check it out?
Right. Okay, so yeah, thank you very much to Amy Rose for taking some initiative and taking the train for me. But yeah, no. Amy, why wouldn't she suspect this? Believes that the bird's family might be held prisoner by Dr. Eggman. And, well, she'd be completely right, but under what context, I wonder? Spoiler alert, one of them is inside Gamma. It's literally like the flicky that's actually powering him. Yeah, do you remember that? Like, yeah, how that was like a big thing with a lot of these a lot of Sonic games. Like, yeah, the fact that Eggman was putting little animals inside robots to power them, which the games don't really talk about much nowadays. In fact, actually, I think this might actually be one of the last games that really brings it up. I mean, you rescue animals when you destroy robots in Adventure 2, but it's never really has any kind of plot relevance. One can argue as well that Sonic Mania obviously plays that with that idea as well. But even then, that was more that game story was also really more of like a tie-in as to why classic Sonic was showed up in Sonic Forces. It's honestly probably the weakest aspect of Sonic Mania, but only in hindsight, really.
Looks dangerously suspicious.
What, you mean like, yeah, the giant mechanical tunnel that has a door that looks like Eggman's face? You don't say. Alright. Let's head on inside. And let's see. I keep wanting to do that hammer jump, but yeah, I keep hitting the hammer button too early. Okay, hang on. Which neither of these doors had a switch, did it? That I needed to hammer down, did it? Well, actually, hang on. Oh no, that's where I just came in. That's nothing. Aha, here we... Oh yeah, no, I remember. Yeah, we've got to do this switch puzzle again. Then hit this one, and then that one. There we go. Alright, final leg. Also, Amy's final story mission as well.
Not you again!
Ow, bollocks! Leg it! Run away! Yeah, go away, Zero. If I wanted like some story about some creepy robot spying on young girls and like chasing them about the place, I'd go on Twitter. Yeah. Right. Okay, cool. Got an extra. Yeah. Okay, yeah, we managed to get that extra life. Banger. Shit. Yeah, actually, that would have been a good opportunity to have done the hammer jump, actually, because, yeah, for that extra height. Doink. Yeah, actually, I think I may have actually wasted one of my doinks there, because, better opportunities to hit. I'm sure there'll be better opportunities to hit him. Yeah. Actually, no, I probably shouldn't laugh at... really shouldn't laugh at that. Suicide isn't funny. Oh, he survived. Okay, now it is funny, isn't it? It's weird how that works, isn't it? Tragedies are always, like, genuinely awful and sad, unless nobody dies, in which case, you can just laugh at it. I don't know, maybe I'm just a monster, I don't know.
One of these doors is the right one.
One of these things is not like the other. Yeah. Behind one of these doors is the exit. Behind the other four are Bengal tigers. Yeah, both of those doors are tigers. Yeah, but one of those tigers is named Homer Simpson. Okay, let's see. It is not that one. What about this one? Nope, not this one either. There's not really any threats to picking the wrong door, isn't there? Because the no, I can't go into the closer camera to just look through the door. All right, what about this one? Come on, process of elimination dictates that it's almost impossible for me to pick the last one. Oh, fuck off! Then again, they always say it's it's always the last one that you choose. Don't know if that's the context that they meant though. Fuck. Yeah. Ah, there we go. There's the balloon out of here. Excellent, and that's final leg complete. Not a very long mission, actually, is it? Like, yeah, like the second one was by far the longest.
I'm free! That was a close one. I saw no sign of your relatives, Birdie. Oh, you escaped.
I know I have a name right. It's Stuart.
So maybe your family's still in there.
Yeah. At the point during this adventure, did you ever even consider asking me what my name was?
Wanna?
Yeah, Amy, you're so rude. Like, yeah, yeah. Ask people their names for like, yeah, before you fucking label them. Jesus Christ. All right, so yeah, no, actually, no, we're back here, aren't we? Which has actually kind of made me wonder, actually, what was the purpose of what the purpose of that level was ultimately, because it just feels like we've just gone in a big circle. Oh, well, I guess the idea was that Amy was checking that facility to see if they could find any trace of Stuart's parents. Yes, that's what I'm calling the bird now. I'm calling it Stuart. Alright. And I think what I need to do now, I think I'm literally just, I think I'm actually heading back to the egg carrier now, which is, I think it's like crashed into the sea by now. I think. I might need to track down to call and get a hint.
What a thrill. With darkness and silence through the night.
Oh god, you guys are already going to be laughing at it, but I literally just came up with it just right there. Alright, onto the cart.
The train headed for Station Square will be departing soon.
I don't think I'm actually going to be taking that Station Square train. I should quickly double... Yeah, there she is.
Go to the egg carrier crash.
Yes, that is what I'm doing.
Find something.
In order to get there, we need to use this raft. Alright, so yeah, once again we are back on the egg carrier! Hey, there they are. That's convenient. Stuart found his parents. Stuart Senior and Lady Stuart.
Oh no! Are you okay?
Oh fucking hell!
You idiot! How could you do this?
Yeah. Well, let's not forget what Jill Valentine did to the Nemesis at the end of Resident Evil 3. Let's kill this bitch.
Now you're gonna get it!
And I'm not gonna lie, in spite of what I may feel about the actual boss fight itself, I remember it just being fairly rudimentary, to be honest. I do actually really like this, this sequence from like from a thematic standpoint. Yeah, like, Amy Rose actually sort of standing up for herself, taking on this giant robot and being the hero. Ouch. Oh god, I forgot to pick up some rings. But yeah, no, the basic gist of taking on this guy is pretty straightforward. Give him a thwack, hit him into the electrical fence, and then do a jump strike on the little button on his head. It's like, yeah, I don't know if you've ever played Conker's Bad Fur Day, but when you're fighting the Terminator haystack with the big do not push button on his back. Fuck. Okay, actually, yeah, what I want to do. Yep. Yeah, no, yeah, I'm not going to do it while he's doing those jump attacks. Yeah, wait for him to do that, and then thwack him. Yeah, I do want him to be closer to the fence, though. Okay, here we go. Now he's open. grab that extra ring as well, just for security purposes. Ooh. Oh, by the way, Zero, quick question. How come you didn't do any of these attacks in the earlier stages? Did you not have the space, or were you just feeling lazy? Alright, here we go. Doink. And Zero is kaput. There we go. It's just like what Dot Warner said.
That's why the right man for the job is always a woman.
Alright, and with that, Amy's adventure is now over.
Please wake up, Birdie. Are you okay? Can you fly? Whoa! You did it! Now you three can live in peace again.
And thus, the day is saved. Stuart and his parents, Stuart and Stuart, can now finally go and live in peace. Well, this particular bird story certainly ended better than Kess did, didn't it? You ever see Kess? That was a really depressing movie. Spoiler alert, the bird dies. Actually, no, I think at the end of Kess, I think the bird is literally murdered by the kid's big brother. It's like, it's a really... And I don't think it even happens at the end of the film. I think it's like halfway through or something.
I'll make that Sonic respect me. And by that time, it's gonna be too late.
And so, yeah, that's the end of Amy's adventure. And, yeah, so yeah, my thoughts. It's definitely one of the more straightforward adventures of the game overall, and it's definitely sort of a bit of a big wake up call gameplay wise, particularly because of Amy's much slower speed. But even so, I think it's perfectly harmless, to be honest. Yeah, it controls just fine. Yeah, there's only 3 stages, so it's extremely short. It's maybe almost too short, actually. I think they probably could have squeezed an extra stage into just to beef it up a little, just a touch. But yeah, no, not much you can do about that now. And yeah, I think. But one thing I will say is that I do kind of like the idea of Amy's story thematically. I do like the idea of this one sort of girly pink hedgehog that everybody in the fan base up until this point found unbelievably irritating, actually getting to be the hero of her own story. Because Sonic Adventure came out during a time where there were female protagonists in video games, but they weren't necessarily there weren't that many who were more sort of on the girly side. I mean, Amy Rose is a pink hedgehog. You can look at her and immediately kind of get an idea of what kind of character she is. Like, a lot of the female characters that we got back then were things like, Samus Aran, Lara Croft, sort of action heroines. Well, another one that comes to mind as well, Joanna Dark from Perfect Dark, who were female but weren't necessarily feminine, if you catch my drift. Whereas one character I can immediately compare Amy Rose to is probably somebody like Princess Peach from the Mario series, and Princess Peach wouldn't get her own her own adventure until arguably the DS era with Super Princess Peach, which I've heard is actually a pretty decent game. At some point, I should keep an eye open for that at some stage. Although she did get her own moments during the Paper Mario series, which were actually pretty good parts of those games as well. Like, I've got no problem whatsoever against the idea of having, like, a girl, like a girly female character in your story, but I think that they can be a bit more capable than just being, like, the damsel in distress, or just the Smurfette character, is what I'm saying. And I think that, that they do go put things in the right direction, arguably, with Sonic Adventure in regards to Amy's story, albeit in a very simple context. I tell you a great example I can think of them doing that right is the DuckTales reboot. What they did with Webby Vanderquack, where she went from being like, that annoying character that that the boys basically had to pull along on a leash during their adventures and have to constantly get out of trouble, to being arguably one of the main protagonists of the entire show. In spite of still having a lot of those same aesthetics and personality traits. But yeah, no, that's the end of Amy Rose's story now, and it's time for us to move on to the next story in this game, which is... oh boy, I've been looking forward to this one. It's time for the best story mode in the entire game. It's time for Big's Big Fucking Adventure. Oh god, this is going to be so... Ugh. I'm simultaneously looking forward to it, but also dreading it. Okay, so, tell a lie. I'm probably like, I'm probably just like, taking the piss of it too much. The thing about Big's adventure is that, whereas all of the other characters, like, have primarily revolved around, like, completing stages, platforming, and this, that, and the other, Big the Cat, his stages are all based on fishing. And that's it, just fishing. Like, there are occasionally, like, a few challenges and objectives that you need to complete in order to do some fishing, but it is just fishing. Yeah, and, there are times in which his stages... well, I can go into more detail a little bit later on, but, TLDR, sometimes his stages can be extraordinarily short, but also they can be a massive pain in the bum. But I think we can worry about that at another time. Amy Rose's adventure is now complete. Next time we meet up for the Sonic Adventure playthrough, folks, we will be tackling Big the Cat. And, potentially, on the one hand, possibly, like, one of the shortest stories in the entire game. If you're really unlucky, might even be one of the longest. But, we'll worry about that another time. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for Big the Cat's Adventure. TTFN.